Alright, hello Mustang fans. Chris Caldwell here with Plane Impressions. I am flying a ScaleWings SW-51 Mustang, somewhere in the vicinity of Lake Charles, and coming from San Antonio, Texas to New Orleans. Finally got a little bit of good lighting here below some overcast. I just want to talk you through the ScaleWings Mustang and kind of some observations. I'm flying at Tulsa time, which is a brand new aircraft, less than 20 hours on it, and still got that new car smell. And it's got the Rotax 916 turbocharged engine. My first time last 3 days been flying the new 916, so really enjoying that. I could tell the extra 20 horsepower. And just want to talk you through some performance numbers. So it's got the extended tanks on the ScaleWings 51, which is super nice. Gives it some nice legs. I've been, the flight is about 3 hours or so. Got a little bit of a tailwind. And, my first time doing a long cross country with this extended tank, so I'm just kind of going at max range profile. Been playing around with the numbers, trying to find it. Currently going down to 7,500, only because of the weather. I didn't want to have to deal with some weather on top and just doing VFR here. So right now I'm doing true airspeed 152 knots, 82% power. I've been playing with about 80 to 84, 85% power. And fuel burn, right now at 82%, is 7.4 gallons per hour, again at 7,500 feet. All right, true airspeed, what you're really looking for there, is 152 knots. Yeah, okay, I do have a little bit of a rate of descent there, but I'm probably doing about 147 once I get leveled off here. And I was doing that at 9,500 as well, anywhere from at 85% power, and I was doing about 152 knots true, which is pretty far pulled back there at only 7.6 gallons per hour. So like I said, if I wanted to get there faster, certainly could. And in the climb, I think I was doing about 10 gallons per hour, the manifold way up there, and the RPM just below 5,500. So definitely some nice performance here. Good cross-country machine. Got my office all set up here, so I'll kind of show you around. I'll unclip my camera here. All right, looking around the Mustang. Pretty sweet view. Okay, you can see the 50 cal gun ports out there. And it's really neat. I don't think you're going to be able to see it here, but I can click on the landing lights. Okay, they're on. They come through the 50 cal gun ports. Let's see if we can see this a little bit better. I don't know. I don't think you're going to be able to see those angles. And I can set it to flicker. It's pretty cool because it gets the flicker of the 50 cals. Of course, it's just the landing lights. That definitely gets your attention. I don't know if you can see it right now. I'm seeing a rainbow down there. That's pretty cool. Beautiful flight. Glad to finally get a little bit of overcast. All right. Back seat. Let's see if you can see over my shoulder. Nobody in the back seat, but yeah, nice leather interior, beautiful custom job. Still got that new car smell. There we go in front. Here's the business. All right, here's my displays. So I don't want to read it off incorrectly here. Go back. Cool, systems information. So I got the PFD GDU 460. That's what I'm showing there. I've got the autopilot currently engaged. There's my G5 backup. All right, let me go back. That's kind of how I like to fly. And I got charts, maps, set up my waypoint, flight plan. Super nice terrain. Hey, here's a cool one. There's the video camera. You can see down the camera port is located in the scoop, the belly scoop, the P-51. And it's super nice for taxiing. I was just at an FBO ramp, and for some reason they love to leave cones and chocks out there on the ramp, and I'm taxiing along. I could see something in front of me, so I slowed down and stopped, and then I did a little bit of swerve and saw indeed it was a cone. That was some cones that they had left on the ramp in front of me. And And so it's super nice when you got that nose parked up in the air with the Mustang, you can't see what's in front of you. The other cool feature is when you go to put the landing gear down, you can actually see it swinging in transit, so you know it's in motion. I'll bump up the power here just a little bit. I've messed around with the prop, just trying to get those last few knots. You can see the aux fuel indications. All right, yeah, there's some information. There's my engine page. All right, volts, amps, all that good stuff. Let me go back to map. All right, over here, I have the circuit breaker. I've got my my phone for navigation, got that set up here.
Here, 319 Echo Echo, Lofty departure, ident, altimeter 2988.
It's totally out of the way, actually. I really like this. I got a suction cup mounted to the side.
Here, 9 Echo Echo, radar contact to mile northwest.
And then this cable that you see here in my lap, that's just for our comms while we're recording. Circuit breaker panel.
Radar services terminates, Qualcomm maintain VFR.
Backup battery. Here's my switches, my start power lanes for the Rotax engines. And we got the stick and throttle. I don't know if the lighting's very good here. Adjustable seat pedals, which are with these two black handles. They're there in the top. You can adjust these seat pedals. Below that, I've got the safety pin currently engaged, but you get your BRS chute. So that's a parachute for the entire aircraft. You pull that pin out, pull the handle, and then in front of me, you can see here maybe on the top, that's where the BRS chute comes out. The entire aircraft would come down in the parachute. Pretty cool. One of the neat features about the Mustang's emergency gear,
Number 9 Echo Echo, call maintain 10,000.
Is the handles there. So to see these red handles with circuit breakers below. So the gear, landing gear, is electrically operated. You put down the gear with this switch up here, you get 3 down and lock. If for some reason you don't get a gear down, you can go through the emergency procedures, which basically involves pulling the circuit breaker for whichever gear does not come down, pulling the associated handle. That mechanically releases a spring inside the landing gear that then mechanically pushes the gear down. And you'd have to kind of see what I'm talking about inside the landing gear well.
Push it 319 expect to stay direct.
All right, fuel selector.
Then I'll back to you for
the vision. Just leave it off on both there.
Yeah, that's
here on the left side.
Working on.
There's some pouches. One on the left side, one on the right. Got my water. And then throttle and prop right. All right, that's kind of the inside tour from the ScaleWings Mustang. Having a very pleasant cross-country day today. Got some nice tailwinds. We'll see when I come back in a couple days if I still have. I'm sure I'll get the headwinds when I'm heading back to the west. But having a great time enjoying the Mustang. It's been a good day.
Thanks for watching Plane Impressions. Like, subscribe, or comment. You can also read some of my articles on planeimpressions.com.